Okay, so today I am going to, and you're going to watch, if there's someone watching this video, I am going to run a program to find the first 20 narcissistic numbers. Okay, so narcissistic, oh Jesus, that's a very difficult word. Narcissistic number is a number that basically you have here, because I can't really explain myself. I can't really explain this really well. Is that every single digit of it, when you add it up to the power of the length of the number, is gonna give you the exact same number. Okay, so we're powering this to the power of 3 because there's 3 digits. Okay, and here there's 3 digits. Okay, obviously if we go down, um we'll see that, okay, so that's because there's 3 digits. Okay, there's one of 4 digits, then like this one here, 5, that's 5 digits. It'll be to the power of 5, every single one of them. It should give you the actual number. So to do this, we're going to use 3 functions. Okay, the main one, which is just, the main one. The second one, we're going to use it, I think, just to convert the integer, like every single digit of the number, into an array of integers. Okay, just to check one by one. And then the third one is going to be the one that's going to check if it's a narcissistic or not, if it's a narcissistic number or not. If it is, it's going to return the number. If it isn't, it's going to return -1, I think, or return 0. No, let's just return -1. And well, we'll see anyway. Okay, we'll start doing it. So basically, let's just open this, and this is my project. So I've been thinking about it for a while. Okay, for a little bit of how to do it. I think we're just gonna go with a pass by. I use mostly pass by reference for every single function. Okay, because it's easier. Okay, so basically, how do we start off? Okay, well, let's just start with how about we just start doing the other functions, okay, and we do the main one later, okay? Because what the main one is going to do is basically it's going to just have like a loop, okay? And it's going to take a number, and it's going to say, okay, this number, is this number a narcissistic number? No. If it is, it's going to check if the return value is 1. If it is 1, no, if it's -1. If it's -1, it's not a narcissistic number. If it's another value, it is, and it's going to print it to the screen, okay? It's going to be a loop, okay? It's going to try number by number from 0, 1, 2, 3 until, couple of million, well, not millions, I don't know, let's see how many we can see anyway. So basically, what function are we going to use? Let's just start with the one that transforms an integer to an array of integers. Okay, so to do that, we need to, and that's gonna return an array. So how do we return an array? Well, that's easy. Okay, basically what we have to do is we have an integer, so it's gonna be an array of integers. That's how we put it. Okay, that's the value. Okay, so we're gonna return an integer. We'll do something like, for example, this. Okay, but if we want to return an array of integers, we need to put that there. Okay, so that is referring then to, it just refers to like we're returning an array. Okay, so we're gonna call that int to array, and we're going to get an integer. Okay, as argument. And also, okay, let's just start with that one. Okay, so this is going to get an integer, and it's going to put every single digit into an array. Okay, and the way to do this, I think, would be, let's just call that num. Okay, the way to do this, what we need to do is we need to, okay, let me just start with it. Okay, so we have int I, int j with my knees. I'm just gonna write it down anyway for a crack. And then we need a static array. Okay, why do we need a static array? Int, we'll just call it R, of size is 1,000. Okay, we won't need 1,000, but let me just make 1,000. I'll make 50, right? It won't be like, we're not gonna get bigger values, but just in case, of size. Okay, so we need static because we're returning that array, and we're passing it by reference because we need so we need the function to keep the array like intact. Okay, we don't want it to touch it at all. Okay, because when the function stops running, that array is just gonna be deleted. Like, we're not gonna have access to it. So we need a static thing because we're gonna return the address of that array. Okay, if that makes sense. So that's why we need to be static, I hope. So now what do we need? Okay, so we're gonna get number. Okay, so we're gonna do while number is not equal to 0. You see now what I want to do. While number is not equal to 0, we're going to get number. We're going to put, oh no, we're going to put array of size I, size equal to 0. Okay, let me just initialize that on j. No, we're not going to, I don't think we're going to need j. If not, I'll just write it down again. So ri, which is 0, is equal to num percentage 10. That's gonna get the last digit. Okay, so that's basically gonna put the last digit of the number. So if it's 1003, it's gonna put the 3 into the first position of the array. Then it's gonna put the second one, which is 0. It's gonna put it into the second one, and the third one is gonna and the first digit is gonna put it into the third one. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Okay. Ooh. How are we going? I didn't think about that. How are we going to? Sorry, well, I'm just a bit. I'll check. How are we going to pass? We're going to pass an array. So basically, we're going to return. We're going to return the array, but we need to pass the size of it as well, don't we? Because we need to pass the size of the array, because that's the thing we're putting the power to. So, ooh, we could do. Okay, so because we're turning the array into the opposite direction. So what I mean is, because if we have 1 2 3, the array is gonna be 3 2 1. Okay, so what we could do is we could actually that's a good idea. We could actually just start with I. Okay, so I is equal to 1. Okay, so the first value is nothing at the moment, and then we can say array 0. So the first value is equal to I minus 1, and it's minus 1 because I is already 1, so we have to take 1 away. So that means that the first value of the array is actually going to be the size of the integer. Okay, if that makes sense. It should make sense. Okay, so the first value is going to be that. Okay, so what I mean here, okay, geez, I want to make a short video, but that's not going to be short at all. What I mean is, if we have the number 1 2 3, okay, the array is going to be, in the array we're going to have, actually let me just put let me just put 500 like this number. Okay, so if we have this number as an integer, the array is going to be like, let me just put a 7 there. The array is going to be 3, which is the size of the array, the size of the integer, because it's 3 digits. Then it's going to have 7 8 5. It's going to turn the array the opposite direction. Okay, so we could play with that later maybe. Okay, so we have the first function. Okay, it's going to return the array. That's it. Okay. So now we should create another array, another function, and we could call it calculate. Okay, just to make our lives easier. And it's gonna get, and what is it gonna get? It's going to get what is it going to get? Calculate should get a number. Yeah, calculate should just get an integer. Yeah. Okay. So, and we're gonna call that integer number. Okay, just to make it different. Even though we could just call it num, but you know, doesn't really matter. So now that we have this, we should what we should do. We should create an integer called it should be an integer called, what we could call it. We could just call it array. Okay, let me just call it array, and that's it's a pointer, because that's gonna point to into array number. Okay, so basically this function, what it's doing is calling this function first. This is a pointer. Okay, so this is pointing to an address. What address is going to point? It's going to point an address of the first character. Okay, first bit of the array. We just returning from this function here. Okay, so if the address is this array we're returning here, the first one, the first where it starts is F123. int array now is going to have one f1 2 3. Okay, so we can play with that. Okay, so that's passed by reference, even though it's not really, but we're just playing. We're just kind of like mixing them up a little bit. Okay, so basically, now that we have that, we should create another variable called I. So what is calculator going to do? It's going to have a for loop where it says I is equal to 1. Okay, I explained that now. Why? And not 0. I has to be less than I should be less. Ooh, okay, let me just put size, but we can actually now look. What we could do right now is I should be less. What should it be less than? It should be less than. Well, let me just put size for a moment. Okay, for a moment, just to make sure. But I think we could do something even smarter to make it more efficient. And then let's just do I plus plus. Okay. What is this function going to have? Well, this loop. In this loop, we're just going to check if the number is a narcissist. Okay, so how do we know if it's a narcissistic number or not? Well, we know. Oh, we should create. No, we shouldn't create an array, should we? No, but we should create like a long integer called sum. Okay, let me just call it sum. Okay, so we should create, and that's going to be equal to 0. Okay, so now here we're going to do, okay, sum is equal to sum plus, and there's a function in maths.h, okay, that's the library, where the function is called power, and it takes two parameters, okay? The first parameter is the base of the power, so we have 3 to the power of 2, the first parameter should be 3, and the second parameter should be 2, and it's going to return the value, okay? So basically, we have power, and what is the power? We need the power of, let me just dereference, way to the power of array plus I. We need to multiply it by the number of digits. Okay, so the power should be the power of it should be the number of digits. And how do we know the number of digits? Well, that's going to be let me just dereference array. Why is it going to be array? Okay, well, if we want to write it more explicitly, we could just put this. Okay, why is this? Because the 0 value, the first value, is the size. We just return the size of the loop. Not the loop, the integer. Okay, so if it like the number of digits. Okay, so basically that's why we're starting with I is equal to 1. Why? And that's not 1. That should be I. Why are we putting I? Why is I equal to 1 and not 0? Why do we start with 1 this time? Because the first number is going to be the size of it. So if the number is 543, we don't want the number to be 3543, because that's gonna mess up everything. So we want to start from the very beginning. Okay, so what I mean by this is that if the number is 546, okay, this array here, this function here is going to return the value 1654. Okay, so it's gonna put the first value and then it's gonna return. It's going to change. It's gonna swap the positions of the array. Okay, so it's not gonna return 1. It's gonna return 3. So the first number is going to be 3. Why 3? Because 3 is the size of this integer, is the size of this integer here. Okay, so we don't want this to be counted as a digit. We don't want this to be multiplied by itself. Okay, because that's not a number. So we need to start from 1. So that's the 0th index. We want to start from here. That's why we have 1 here. Okay, so it's gonna get the sum. So now we should do that if sum. There's gonna be so many errors here. I'm not logging into the console. So if sum is equal to number, because number is the value we got from the function, okay, as a parameter, we want to return the number, don't we? Yeah, we do. Else, if it's not equal to that one, we just want to return -1, okay? And now that we have that, we can just create here an integer number. We can create an integer. How do we call this integer? Let me just call it. Think. Ooh, getting stuck. Let me just temp. Okay, just for a crack. And die. What do we need? Do we need an array? No, we don't need an array, do we? Do we need an array? No, we don't really need it. No, because we just printed the screen. So what we need is we need a do while loop, okay? Why do we need a do while loop? Well, that's just to check like how many, we want to find the first 20 values, okay? So we'll just do while I is less than 20. Okay, so that's gonna keep happening while I is less than 20. And that's I keep calling I1, I think it's something to do with me being stupid. So we need to get the 20 numbers, okay? So now we have if I is equal to 20. Let's just break the loop, okay? That's just like a double security measure. So we don't have to have like oh else or anything like that, okay? So if number, oh no, also here we need to call number is equal to what we call that? We're calling calculate. I want to pass the number I, okay? So I, okay, we'll do I. Oh no, we want to pass our number. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna call that temp, okay, and that's gonna be number. So number is always gonna be, okay, so number is gonna start from 0 and it's always gonna be incrementing every time. It's gonna be incrementing 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. We're just gonna take if calculate if number has been is a narcissistic number or not. If it is, it's gonna return the number. If it isn't, it's going to return -1. Okay, I think I should put that in brackets just in case. I don't think SQL will just give out, but just in case, it's going to return -1. So we need to check if temp, okay, because our temp has the value of the function, the return value of the function calculate. So if temp is equal to is not equal to -1. So -1, what do we do? We say printf, I think that should be it, even though printf, and we're printing an integer, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Printf, and we're gonna print temp. Okay, so because temp has either -1 or has any value, and that any value is the sum, okay, is the actual number, okay, and we know that's the number because this function just told us if it's a narcissistic number or not, okay. So the main function is doing just printing if it's a narcissistic number or not, okay. So it's equal to temp, and that's it. So let's run it and see how many errors we get, because you know that's just the typical thing. GCC drag and drop -o main. Oh my god, no errors. I said it too quick. So what have I done wrong? What have I done wrong? I messed up again. Bus error 10. First time I see that in my entire life. Okay. Okay, so let's get a number. It's gonna return the number. Go to part and then array this, and this is confusing. Let's go that one, even though it's not gonna make a difference. Int array is equal to into array number, and that's going to return a value, isn't it? That return an array and it's getting the number num, and it's going to say okay, so while num is not equal to 0, it's going to put the array as number. So we're not actually doing anything. I was just putting the 10, but also we have to do num is equal to num divided by 10. Why do we have to divide it by 10? Well, we have to divide it by 10 because we're just getting here that the mod 10 is just gonna get the very last digit, and then we're gonna divide it so we get rid of the last digit. Okay, so then afterward, when it runs again, it's going to get the second last digit. Okay, because that's gonna be the last digit. You know, you get me? So if we have this number here, for example, right, what it's done is gonna get the 6. Okay, you're gonna say okay, percent this number mod 10 is equal to 6, so it's gonna put 6 into the array. Okay, it's gonna put 6 into the array, and then this function is gonna get rid of. It's gonna divide by 10. Because they're all integers, it's not going to be this. It's just going to be 45. And now we have 45. It's gonna go again. Boom. What is it? Okay, and it is this. Okay, so that's it. Good. It's funny how I said, oh, no errors, and then, oh, there it is. And it's still running. Oh, God. Oh, it's an infinite loop. Great. Another thing I did. You know what I did right now? What I did is, I didn't say what I is equal to 20. But we're not adding anything. So, if temporary is not equal to -1, then add 1 to I plus plus. Okay, so only gets 20. But it seems like it was working fine anyway. There it is. So the first digits are always to the power of 1. So 1 to the power of 1 is 1. 2 to the power of 1 is 2. 3 to the power of 1 is 3. You know, so that goes on. 153. Okay, so we can go and check. We can go Safari, and we can say, look, 153 is there anyway. 370, 371, 407. So let me see the output. Oh no, my face is gone. There it is. 403. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we have the first 20 digits. Okay, first 20 digits that are narcissistic numbers. Narcissistic numbers. Jeez, I'm never going to learn that word, am I? So that is the video. Okay, I hope you liked this, and if you did, just let me know, and I'll try to make more coding challenges. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. I suppose.